To some, ethics is simply about not getting caught. For these unfortunate souls, life in our modern technological era has become increasingly difficult. In the workplace, getting caught is now easier than ever. Cameras see where you go, monitored phone lines listen to your conversations. Internet and computer use are tracked. Locations are pinpointed, and just about any electronic operation can be analyzed for the slightest ethical infraction. The employer's ability to catch someone straying off the straight and narrow brings us to a critical question in our ethical frame of thinking. Has this increased surveillance power made us more ethical or just more scared? The next questions to ask are, what motivates you to do the right thing? Do you do it because fear of punishment or adherence to moral principles? Think of your earliest memories of ethical training. Your memories are likely full of examples of moral training through punishment. When a parent is doling out punishment to a child, he or she might say, "I'm doing this for your own good." Well, things are a little different in the world of grown-ups. When employers deal out consequences for unethical or illegal behavior at work, they're not doing it for your own good, but theirs. In the workplace, ethics is often more about compliance and catching the bad guy rather than developing good moral character. Good ethics is simply expected. But just to be on the safe side, employers use modern technology to make sure. For the most part, workplace monitoring should not be a big deal. If you truly believe that activities at work should be exclusively work-related, then let the cameras roll and the tracking software do its job. You have nothing to hide. Although good behavior based on principle should be your goal, there are a few complications in the world of workplace surveillance that might make the most ethical person a little nervous. First, what we used to do in secret is now easily observed. Being sneaky is tougher than ever. Blowing it and then consciously resolving to do better next time may not be possible because there may not be a next time. Ethically bad days are not an option. The problem is that no one is completely ethically spotless. If every employee who performs personal business on company time was terminated, there would be no one left. So what do? There's only one thing to do. Don't blow it. So you must raise your ethical standards because you will be held accountable. This requires you to try harder, to break bad habits, be extra careful, and take ethics more seriously. Now, this may not be all that bad. If you're a normal human being, then you need a little help from a camera once in a while. Second, looks can be deceiving, but cameras don't lie. Are you providing better customer service by taking more time on the phone, or are you talking to friends and being unproductive? Are your phone calls and websites work-related or not? The data gathered about your behavior at work may not be a clear picture of what you really do. In this case, the burden of proof is yours. You must give your actions a second thought and ask, how does this look to someone who doesn't know me? If your supervisor laid out all the data collected about you on the table, could you explain its legitimacy without breaking into a sweat? Don't give anyone a reason to ever doubt your character. Third, outward surveillance can't see what's on the inside. Cameras and phone recordings should be an accurate portrayal of the good person you are and the good character you've built. Life is not lived in high security environments. Most of the ethical choices you make happen privately. It is hoped that your ethical work habits continue after the monitoring is turned off. As your ethical behavior becomes ingrained in your character, whatever workplace monitoring that seemed initially intrusive won't be given a second thought. Like it or loathe it, workplace monitoring and surveillance is here to stay. It's another tool of accountability that we wish was unnecessary but is now a part of life. Working in a transparent environment challenges people to weigh their behavior based not only on how they see themselves, but how other people see them. Ethics is now not only a matter of conscience, but also a matter of record. Shakespeare said, "All the world is a stage." When the curtain comes up and the cameras turn on to your ethical life at work, give them a good show.